The Akashic records are a giant energetic database that records everything that happens throughout time and space. It is a vast storehouse of information. If you imagine that every thought, every action, every word you speak creates a ripple within the fabric of space and time, a little energetic shift. All your choices, everything you say and do creates such an energetic ripple. These energetic state changes are what the Akashic records record. So, since absolutely everything has an energetic reverberation, all of those events are recorded within the record. So just imagine what that would look like for a single soul. Our souls can be millions of years old. Usually they're hundreds of thousands of years old. A lot happens in the life of a soul, and every single thing gets recorded in our soul's record. Not only do our souls have a record of their own, but events, properties, objects, everything gets recorded. And you can look up just about anything within the Akashic records. Now, for the sake of this course, what we are learning is how to access an individual soul's Akashic record. We will also later on in this course learn how to access the record for a specific property so that you can clear a property also. So the amount of information contained in one soul record is just all by itself overwhelmingly huge. And that is why this frame of reference that you're about to learn, and I keep talking about it, I know, is so incredibly important. Because not all the information in the Akashic record is important to your client right now. We want to know what is affecting them right now. What is important for them to know about right now? And that's why we have guides within the Akashic records that help us filter all the information. That's why we have this frame of reference and this questioning protocol. And that allows us to filter and sift through all of these energetic impressions that the soul has made throughout its existence to figure out what is important for our client to know right now. The Akashic records are also a very well-guarded place. People can't just walk in and access a soul record. It is a library, but it's not a public library. You need to have security clearance, so to speak. And when I received my attunement into the Akashic records, it was a real energetic event. And I have to tell you, when I started thinking about teaching how to do this work and giving people guidance on accessing the Akashic records, it was kind of interesting because I wasn't quite sure at the beginning how I was going to do this attunement. I had received one. I'd never given one. And so as I set my intention to start teaching level 1, and as my first class drew nearer and nearer, every time I went into the records to perform a reading for a client, I would be taken aside and given more information about this attunement. I was basically given a second-tier security clearance. It was really, really phenomenal, so that I could pass that energy on to students in my course. Now, what is happening behind the scenes, you're going to do the attunement process yourself through this guided visualization. What I do when you register for this course is I also do an attunement for you at higher self level, kind of behind the scenes. And some of you may become aware of this, and some of you may not. For some of you, that awareness will come as you consciously participate, and that is perfectly fine. So not everyone can just wander into the Akashic records and pull out the information that they want. And neither can we. We have guidelines around who we can read for and who we cannot.